minute, my world is spinning. There is something I need to know. Oh, but I know love when I see it. But you don't have to go home, you can stay tonight. We can keep on vibing till the morning light.
Hello everyone, my name is Coco45 and I'm back in the Making of My Castle series. This is episode 6 already, and soon the building will be done. For those of you who are new to the series, I recommend going back to episode 1 to see where we started. Now, today I'll be taking the time to talk about terraforming and terraining. And this is a pretty important part of any build, and it really makes your build pop, even if it's some simple grass and flowers. Back in episode 1, we built out the slab of land this build sits on, but we didn't do any sort of detailing on it. I explained then that whatever the main part of the build was should be built first, and then other things would be built to detail it, rather than the other way around. But by this point, I have made a lot of progress on the castle, so I'm at a point where I can start doing some terraforming and terraining. Something to keep in mind with this process is that I'm not going to finish it today. I mentioned this many times before, but building is not an easy process. You can't just follow a few simple steps and be a great builder. A lot of times you'll repeat steps many times, and that's just how this is. I'll do some terraforming, I'll do some detailing, I'll work on the roof, do more detailing, then I might come back and do terraforming twice, and that's essentially building. Definitely not a simple process. Anyway, I've started off by creating a road leading out of the entrance of the castle, and while I wouldn't consider it terraforming, it is something that I had to do beforehand. I already knew I was going to have a road, which means I want to terraform and detail around it instead of working really hard on detailing just to cut a road through it and ruin it. Now, if I want to add things in later, that's okay. I can always redo this piece. But already knowing that I want something, but covering the area with something else is just a little bit pointless. Now, a lot of your terraforming will require experimentation, especially when it comes to trees. I think the most important thing about adding trees is that you don't use saplings, which is something a lot of people do. And I'll admit custom trees are hard, but using something custom made that matches the scale and proportions of your build is going to look much better. And this also comes back to continuity, which is something I've discussed previously. This is basically just continuing a pattern of detailing. However, in this case it's slightly different in that I'm not continuing a pattern of detailing, but I'm trying to match the amount and level of detail, which looks much better. Among these trees I'm adding podzol, grass, and a few flowers, and this is for a couple of reasons. Of course, flowers are pretty, but I also did it for a depth change. Now, depth isn't something I've discussed a lot so far, but it's actually really important, especially in terraforming. The depth is just the different heights, lengths, and widths of the details. The more varying depths you have, the more different lengths and widths and heights, the better your build is going to look, and I'm applying that to my terraforming too. The grass helps the land look a little less flat and bland, and the podzol, flowers, and mushrooms help mix up the color, which also steers us away from a very bland and plain looking build, which is something you want to avoid. Anyway, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, leave any comments or questions down below, and let me know how you're getting on with your castle.